Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw. Welcome back to another Wish story. Now, this is I forget what part again. I didn't check it, but this is what if female Deku was female Deku was Majin Android 21. Now, where you left off is meeting, Shoto's parents and the interaction with Kennedy's mother. As you know, we're gonna go straight to the entrance exam. Straight there. So let's begin. As you know, as Kennedy walks up to the building, she, wagging her tail. No, not wagging her tail. She sees Shinzo there, and she walks over to Shinzo. And she's like, "Oh, Kennedy, you're here. Good." And she's like, "So you're ready to, beat, or are you ready to beat everyone's ass?" As Kennedy smiles. Yeah, let's say that I am. Now don't fuck up now. She's like, don't mess up now. It's like, I'm pretty confident I'll get in after all the training you put me through. She's like, you're a bit of a drill sergeant. You know that? As Kensei laughs. It's like, yeah, Shinzo. I just, no rougher to do with my own sister. So let's get in there before we're late. Araka's ready there, so they have a meet because, she's not going to trip because God, she has a tail. So, balance. So they go inside the building, do the written portion of. They do the physical. Yeah, let's do the physical first. I don't know what they all do for physical. It's been a while. So as you know, Kennedy gets high marks as the physical, and Zawa sees Kennedy as he smiles. It's like, so the girl actually so she's here. Interesting. As Nezu's like, Azawa, I normally don't see you smile. He's like, oh, Principal Nezu. You see the girl with white hair. Oh, the pink one? Yeah, the pink one. I've run into her when she was younger. She had been through some things, but during the training, during, sorry, during before this, the entrance exam, I saw her training with young Shinzo over there. Ah, Shinzo. Think I've His record said he has some sort of mind control. Very powerful quirk, actually. Yes. So you're endorsing both of them. He's like, yeah, I've. That was Shinzel's his All Might's successor, as he whispers it. Oh, so that's the one. I thought the girl would be. No, All Might, wanted the girl at first, but she turned him down straight up. She's like, so as Nessie laughs. She's like, oh, so let's see how she does in the written portion. As she goes to the written portion of the test, aces it because memory. So photographic memory. So she's intelligent. She's about as par as little below Nezu level, but super smart still. As they go to the explanation part of the exam, make sure nothing. All right, cool. Sorry about that. People keep messaging me. But as that continues, as she sits down to, where her designation is for the school, she's alone because there's like no one applied except for Shota and Momo, but they went to their recommendations. So Shinzo sees that and he's like sits next to her. She's like, surprised you're sitting next to me. Wouldn't you be with your little friends there? And she's like, those are not my friends. Those are freaking idiots. saw you sitting alone, so I thought I'd, keep you company. As Kennedy, smiles, it's like, socks him on the arm. It's like, very well, Shinzo. As, per, per, uh, Professor Mike is explaining the one pointers as, um, as Ida. It's like, why don't you two shut up? As, Shinzo looks at him, it's like, as he smiles, what do you mean, shut up? As, he asks a question. Um, just trying to explain you're interrupting, all that jazz, and Shinzo's like, got you. As, he tells him, sit down and shut up. And he does it. And, Candidate's looking at him. She's like, I could handle it. Yeah, I know, Kennedy, but you would have beat him to the ground. She's like, very well. Last thing we needed, you putting someone in a hospital. I know how you get sometimes when people show you disrespect. Yep, Shinzo, shut up, Ida, Tenya. So, the explanation all happens. And he's like, what the hell happened? As he's like, damn that, them. As, he's about to get back up. And, Per's like, hey, kid, sit down and listen to the explanation. He's like, oh, fine. As, he sits down. He's like, Ida's supposed to speak up. Ida is going to, he says what he says in canon. It's like, what about the 0 point? It'll show, really bad score reputation if you don't even know what you're talking about. And, Per's like, I'm getting really tired of you, kid. Sit down, shut up, or I'll kick you out. As, he sits down because he got shown his place, and he's really hating both of Shinzo and Kennedy. And Kennedy's laughing because, because of Ida, because, she finds him funny because he thinks he's hot shit. So, as that continues, as, the bodyguards are nearby, he's like, oh, you don't have to be here. I highly doubt I'm going to get captured or kidnapped or attacked during this at UA. He's like, but the mistress was very clear to keep eye on you at all times. Fine, just stay over there somewhere. As, she grabs Shinjo's hands. She grabs Shinjo and, they go to the front. And, Ida grabbed, Kennedy's, soldier, and Shinjo, looked at him like, back off, kid. As, he slaps his hand off Kennedy. And Kennedy's like, jealous, are you? And he's like, no. I just don't like when, he's going to be touching people that he doesn't know. As they go in front, and Kennedy sees Araka, kind of nervous. As she, walks over to her. And she's like, oh, and, yeah, Mina was there too. I'm just saying. I just totally forgot about her. my bad. And she talks to, let's say Mina and Araka are next to each other. And she's like, oh, Kennedy, it's nice to see you. And he's like, who's this? And she's like, this is, Shinzo here. I found, I rescued him. And she smiles. She's like, whatever. Like, don't. Kenny's like, don't pout. It's unattractive. As Mina sees that. So, she's like, Kenny's like, so who's your friend here? It's like, oh, I'm a Raka Ochako, and she's nervous. So you're a bit nervous, are you? It's like, yeah, I don't know if I could. No, I'm gonna make it. She's like, so what exactly is your quirk? And she's like, zero gravity. She explains the drawbacks. Like, I think you do fine. As Mina goes off to her area because she just wanted to meet a new friend. Like, I'll see you later, Kennedy. Don't kill anyone. As, she walks off. As they pound fists because, They're the pink duo. So, so as you know, they begin. I have something planned for this whole thing. So it's like 3, 2, 1. There's no countdowns in a row. Villain attack. As Kinde, runs off with Shinto before he could do that, and he's just like, what are think they doing, cheaters? And he's like, you should follow the kids. You should follow those 2 examples. Know it all. Now go. The timer is up. So tick tock. As everyone rushes off as they see Shinzo wrap his scarf around a robot. Let's say it's a 3-pointer. As Kennedy used a death beam from her finger, a pink death beam, as it blows it up. As they keep doing this, they're using teamwork. As Azawa and All Might and Nezu sees this. Interesting. I've not many new students actually use teamwork. Quite impressive. Azawa, did you say they train together? Yeah, Professor Nezu. He's like, that's my, and All Might's smiling. He's like, that's my successor. As that happens, as one of the not 0-pointer, that one doesn't show up until later. As a 2-pointer is about to hit Shinzo in the back, as Kinde wraps her tail around the arm, throws the robot down and punches him, blowing him up. And Shinzo's like, Jesus. As Kinde, pay attention. As her tail slightly swiped Shinzo's cheek to get the dust off of him. He's like, stop doing that. It's like, damning your tail. It's like, don't be jealous, because you don't have a beautiful tail like mine. She's like, as they're, not bickering, but, having a good time. Kennedy likes to tease him, so as that goes on, as Shinto goes for a smash. Now, after the training, let's just say he could use maybe like 10% of One for All and 12% for strain. Once he uses 12%, his body's strain, and anything higher would break his bones. So I'm just giving him, not sure what to give him, but let's give him 10%. So don't want to make him super OP. So as he smashes like several robots, as they both going, they're using combination attacks. As Shinjo going for the high, kicking the 0-pointer as Kennedy goes for low, swiping its leg. Kicking, swiping it as it falls to the ground, as they both punched it, robot blowing it up. As Kennedy start blasting some robots from a far distance with her finger. She's like, keep up, Shinzo. She smiles, like, fine, he's throwing some punches down. As they're like, I thought his quirk was, everyone's like, his classmates that are like not in the area. Let's just say a couple of the some of the teachers, like, I thought the young man's quirk was mind control. And it's like, interesting. It's like, does he have another quirk? I don't, like, everyone's confused. All Might smiling. She's like, yeah, show them, Shinzo. As they, continue to wreck the shit out of these robots, 2 together. As Kenny, wraps a robot around her tail as she throws it at Shinzo. As Shinzo, uses his smash, blowing it up. As he uses a scarf to grab, Kennedy, because the robot was about to hit her, because she wasn't paying attention. She was too focused on what's in front of her. As Shinzo was like, as Kennedy's like, what? They see a robot. She sees a robot behind them, and she blasts it with her key a little bit, her pink key, as the robot's being gotten vaporized, and she's like, huh, "Guess I owe you one, Shinzo." As she pats him on the back, and he's like, "Yeah, come on, well, let's get this done." As Nezu's like, "All right, enough of this. Let's call in for the 0 pointer." As that happens, as the 0 pointer shows up, Araka is underneath some rubble, and Shinzo, as Kid can sense the life sign that's on the ground because she has a sensing ability to sense life force. It's like that girl from earlier. We need to rescue her. He's like, "Fuck yeah, we're on it. Like, I'm on it." As Shinzo, distract the 0 pointer while I grab the girl. It's like, yeah. As they go. As Kinde, pull the rubble off her, as she, picks her up, and Rocco's like, "My ankle hurt." Like she's saying her ankle hurts, and she's like, "It's fine." As she teleports to recovery girl, it's like her legs hurt. I'll be back. As she teleports back to Shinzo. She's like, "Took you long enough." "I was only gone for a couple seconds, Shinzo." As he smiles like, "Come on, let's. This thing won't give us any points, but at least we'll take it down." As Shinzo goes in for a smash, as it destroys part of the arm. As the other arm was about to hit. It straight up hits Shinzo's. As he goes flying, as Kinde catches him, it's like, "Stay here. Let me handle this." And Shinzo's like, "What are you going to do? Are you going? I hope you're not going to do something crazy." "Oh, when do you ever see me do something crazy?" Literally, is that actually a question? Yes, she's flying up, and she's like, "All right." She cracks her neck as she rushes into the 0 pointer on his chest plate. As she puts her hand on it, as she, straight up freaking DK it. Not actual DK power, but DK it with her key. As the all, sorry, as everyone saw the pink ray of energy going through the 0 pointer. As she kicks it in the head, as it goes flying down, blowing up. As Kinde, teleports next to Shinzo. And Shinzo's like, "Show off." As what? As Momo was there, and so was Shoto, and Momo was like, "Oh, so that's Shinzo, interesting." And Shoto's like, "So that's what your sister's been talking about." And he seems a little, kind of looks like a villain a little bit. As she's like, "Shut up, don't, I wouldn't say that in front of my sister, unless you want to get beaten." As as Shoto laughs, he's like, "Yeah, your sister's kind of scary. She used to be, that whole. She used to be, like a little small animal covering behind fear, but she's toughened up over the years. She kind of scares me sometimes, especially when you kind of break her candy or take it away. I've seen what happens." Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, my sister's like that, especially when it comes to candy. Don't know where it all goes. I mean, don't know how her body looks as good as she does. I'm kind of jealous, but as they're done with the test, and Shinzo's like, "I think we did well. I think we did too, Shinzo. I'll see you, when I see you. See you in class 1A." He's like, "I'll see you there too, Kennedy." as they go off to their own separate areas. In a week passes, everyone gets their letter, and Momo's already got in, so she already knows. And Mr. Yaruzu is there. She's like, as Kinde has the holographic, it's like everyone together. It's a family affair. And it's like, oh, your letter's here. Open it, sister. As he opens it, and it's All Might, and it's like, I am here in a holographic protection. Young Kennedy, I'm quite impressed with with your performance at the entrance exam. Your academics is top notch. Principal Nezu is quite impressed. In your physical, you pass with flying colors. Now the battle portion of the test, you did actually well. Actually, you did well than most students ever has. Not only did you get villain points, you also got rescue points, and you also I'm adding a new point system to it, and you got teamwork points. As a hero, occasionally you will be working as a team. You got congratulations, Kennedy. You got first place in the entrance exam. Welcome to your Hero Academia. All that jazz happens, all that stuff. Jazz. I say that a lot, jazz. So anyway, as Momo, hugs, kids. It's like we're gonna be in the same class, and they're all very happy, and then like, so did I see you as that Shinzo guy? As Momo freaks up, and Momo's mother and father like, guy, her dad doesn't know about it. What guy? And he's like, dear, don't be like that. It's like, yeah, I came across this guy before the entrance exam. He's getting a little roughed up from his students or something like that. I helped him out, and I helped him out with his training, and we teamed up the battle portion of the test. He's actually not a bad dude, actually. A little moody. I broke him out of that, my quirk is, villainous bullshit, but I broke that out of him. Actually beat it out of him, but none said. As I'm gonna go to my room. As Momo is talking to her parents, like, I know my sister, mom, she likes the boy, but I don't know. I could tell when my sister likes someone, so she's never shown any interest in anyone before. So it's like, yeah, I'm trying to get him to try to get daughter, your sister to invite him over for dinner, and Mr. Rogers said, yeah, I would very much like to meet the young man, to see he's worthy of be around my daughter, one of my daughters. He's like, as he hugs, Momo's like, I know, Dad, because Momo's not jealous of how much her parents see Kennedy as a daughter, and Momo sees her as a sister, so they adopted her through the godmother, but they changed her last. Kennedy was the reason that wanted to change the last name because, like I said in the last part, everyone was like asking why she has this different last name than Momo if they're sisters. So enough said about that. Let's say a week passes, and we're going to start the first day of UA. I don't know how far I'm gonna go with this. I might not get into the evaluation yet, but I'll at least get into the scroll part. So as Shinzo's waiting at the gate for Kennedy. He's like, finally you show up, and Kennedy's like, you waiting for me the whole time, and he's like, come on, we're gonna be late. As they go through the building. It's like, huh, so this is class 1A. Door's big enough. Kennedy like, come on, stuff that let's get this done. As they open the door. Momo and Shoto sees Kennedy with Shinzo. As Bakugo is arguing with Ida with his feet on his desk. As Kinde don't even want to bother with that. She doesn't have time for that. She recognized Bakugo, but it's like, come on, Shinzo, let's go sit down. The teacher's going to be, as you know, she sends Ozawa. It's like, teacher's asleep, so we need to be quiet. As you know, Ida's about to say something to was about to say something to Kinde, just to start bitching, and Shinzo's like, "Do you want me to do it again?" As you know, he sits back down. He's like, Bakugo's like, finally that freaking stick up the ass, left me alone. As you know, he sees Kinde, he scoffs like, "Oh, so you're here as well? Don't think you think you're better than me?" And Kenny's like, "Not really. I really don't care. Come on, Shinzo. Let's go sit down before Zawa flipped the lid." As they sit down and they were quiet the whole time. Mama was quiet, so was Shoto, because Kensei told him the teacher's right behind the desk. As Zawa was like, "Took you way too long. Took you like what 30 minutes to shut the hell up." As he sees Kennedy and Shinzo sitting down, being quiet. At least those four show proper respect. As Ida's like, "I don't know who you think you are, bum, but you shouldn't be. Who are you?" As Kennedy gets up, walks over, wraps her tail around Ida, sits him down, and told him to shut up. Don't disrespect our teachers that way. Don't disrespect our sensei that way. Shut up and listen. As she whaps her tail on the ground, cracking a little bit, or what happens. As she sits down. It's like, "Sorry, sensei. Yeah, it's fine. Young young Kennedy. Now that's what I was saying. We're gonna be doing we're gonna do a quirk evaluation test." And everyone's like, they were kind of complaining. As Kinde looks at everyone as they all shut up. As Pinky's like, not Pinky, but me. It's like she's giggling a little bit because of how Kennedy has put the class on around her little finger. She won't tolerate anyone disrespecting Izawa. Period. So as they're like, "What about the orientation?" And as I was like, "Sorry, this is a hero school. A hero school. Meaningless things like that. I won't. This class won't be doing. This is class 1A, the elite class. So therefore, I hold my students to a higher degree than the rest of the students here. Grab your shit." As he tosses, grab these shit, file line, go get dressed, and meet me in the field. If not, you could leave. I have expelled a whole classroom before because they didn't show no promise. So as Kennedy gets up and grabs this. As he's like, "Oh, Kennedy, here's something special one." So yeah, with your tell, we had to have it altered. As thank you, Eraserhead. It's fine. As they hear like Eraserhead, who the hell is that? Like Bakugo, and Kennedy looks at him with like evil look. And Momo speaks up. "Well, he's a hero, of course. My sister is a bit of a fan. Actually, that's her only hero she likes." As Azawa hears that, he kind of smirks a little bit. It's like, "So I guess I must have made an impression on the girl." As everyone goes into their locker room, and Moneta is not in this one because Shinzo is taking his place. So let's just say he got in trouble because he's a perv. So he's had bad marks in other schools for perving. So he's blacklisted from the UA, from all the hero schools in Japan. So Sorry, Mineta fans, but I don't like the dude. Dude just irritates the shit out of me. As we continue that, as we're gonna, yeah, 30 minutes. So I guess we could do, let's stop it here, and next part I'll do the full intro. I'll do the locker room scene. Then I'll do the core contestment test. And judging by how much time I have left on the next video, I'll do the hero versus the villain. So hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time stamps. Bye.